So there's been a lot of polarity recently regarding the business model utilized by Games Workshop. And I've found in this model, if we look at it from two primary approaches, we could sell a lot of product for a low or reasonable amount of price, so do a lot of volume through different channels, or we can sell less product but sell it at a really, really high cost and make our profit that way. Games Workshop, through the alchemy of FOMO, limited releases, constant rules switching, meaning buy this unit now, it's awesome. 6 months later, an FAQ, it gets nerfed. They've taken the successful model of selling lots of units at a really, really high cost. And while there appears to be a lot of turnover in terms of players, for as many that are exiting the Warhammer hobby, more and more are coming into play. And that target audience is changing, especially in my opinion, and we've explored this idea, we've explored this possibility in the past couple of vlogs, as they've switched from a model company to a toy company. And as they have taken control over other funnels, other sources of media, switching things to really, really push their models. Now, in their favor, and this is what makes it very, very hard, I believe, for many of us to just say, you know what, Games Workshop, I am done. We are done, is the fact that their IP, their narrative in their gaming world, Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, even how they present Lord of the Rings and interpret Lord of the Rings, it's very engaging. It's a very, very interesting. It's a fun universe to explore and play. And on top of that, the visuals, their model kits are absolutely fantastic. They are a lot of fun to build and paint and play. And on top of that, despite the best efforts of Games Workshop, the community is amazing. But from that perspective, kind of pushing this out there into the YouTube ecosystem, for those who have been playing 40K for a long time, and maybe left, or maybe you're halfway in, halfway out, different aspects, what do you feel like would bring players back to the community, or keep players engaged in the community, or just really improve the community's image of Games Workshop, if such a thing is possible? Now, you might say, why bother? If you're making profit and you're selling units and you're making your numbers, then what's the possibility to change that? Well, there's other competitors making their way up. And that only works, in my opinion, if you believe in an infinite growth system, meaning your player base, your customer base is essentially expandable forever and ever and ever. That might be true. They might not be true. But what about, and I was exploring this idea in talking with another longtime 40K player and friend, where we've had the good fortune of watching Games Workshop over the years and seeing players, new players come into the hobby, react a certain way and become polarized in a certain way. What do you think are some of those different initiatives? One that I was thinking, and I'm not really sure how it would be implemented successfully, but it does have some interest. Would it soften the blow a little bit? Would it keep you engaged if Games Workshop had some sort of loyalty program? The biggest example that I can see, miniature market. Now, I do my best to buy my hobby supplies, my gaming products, and especially my board games locally. I want to support my local meta. I want to support the stores that let me play and let me network and let me meet friends. But there are times where I need to buy online retail, simply because some titles might not be stocked or carried, or there's pieces to a game, specific pieces that I'm looking to keep up with that the store doesn't necessarily stock. God tier is a great example, although I'm hoping to grow the God tier community here locally and get that into retail. And in that perspective, I utilize Miniature Market because I love their customer service. Their prices are comparable to Amazon, and I have noticed the times that I have bought product off of Amazon, board gaming product, there's a tremendous amount of counterfeits and fakes. And also, Amazon's version of packing a board game is throwing it in a padded envelope, or worse, taking a shipping sticker and just slapping it on the box and sending it out. And I've never been able to get recourse. Their customer service has been absolutely awful. So dealing with Miniature Market and looking at it from that perspective, they have a loyalty rewards program. you spend some money, you get a couple of points. Now, the points are really, really low, and they translate over to like 100 for $1, but it's an interesting program. It gives you a little bit of an incentive. It makes that thought of purchasing larger products or expending, money. You're going to pick up Blackstone Fortress, a bunch of expansions, move in that direction, to have that little bit of extra. So next time you order, maybe you get a little something free, or maybe you say, okay, I've been able to pay for shipping on this product. That is an interesting concept. What if Games Workshop implemented something like that, and would it make a difference? What if Games Workshop looked and said, okay, you're playing 40K right now, and we want to sell you the books that you need to play 40K digital. We're not even going to sell physical. We want you to spend $60, $80, $100 for digital books, or digital media, I should say. And we're going to charge you the same price, though, because we're just going to bank that. But if you sign up for our program, our Codex program, and you stay up to date on the updates, we'll give you some points. What if we said, when you join our streaming services for $19 a month, $20 a month, you get a couple of loyalty points? I don't know, is it like bundling car insurance and homeowners insurance and liability insurance? You get a little bit off, and in your mind, those things click like, hey, I'm saving money. I'm saving money by spending more money. Could Games Workshop turn a loyalty rewards program in such a way and spin it in such a way that you spend more money, but taking the edge off of just feeling like Games Workshop is there to take advantage of us with their products?